Welcome back, everyone. Today we're focusing on finally finishing this whole shower area. So it's been kind of like since the first step of framing the bus that we started doing the shower, and then working our way to last week or a couple weeks ago where we had the shower basin with the tile. And now we're going to focus on finally putting the wall up and then the trim pieces, as well as the shower head, the nozzle, all that stuff, and then finally the shower door. So let's get to it. So we are today gonna try and finish up the shower. We have the vinyl. It is a full 12-foot by 7-foot roll. That's the only way we could buy it. So we purchased that. We're gonna get some glue, set it up in here, make a center line, and then kind of go from there. Here I am just putting tape around the edges to make sure I don't get any of the glue on the tile floor of the shower. Then after that, I started applying the glue to the sides of the walls, realizing that I needed a lot more than I actually had, and I just used a 1/4-inch trowel to kind of set it in before it started drying. So this is all drying, and I marked the center down there and the center up here. So we just need to wait for it to dry a little bit and become tacky, and then the piece that we cut in the basement we can finally put up. So here is the vinyl flooring that we're going to use for the walls, me just measuring it down in the basement, and then I cut along the tops and the sides. The blue line is the actual center line, and here is what it looks like when it's up. It took us a lot to actually get it up there, and it was hard to film in that location, but it's all up here and it's drying right now. And the next thing we need to buy is this threshold plate down here so that we can start putting the trim pieces up along the sides and the front. And then we have a ceiling panel we need to make and mount, and we'll put the light in the center. So the back is up, it's still drying, and yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So we'll let that set. It has to set for 48 hours, and we have the handle that we installed. We cut out around the handle here, and it's pretty easy to install. So we're just going to take this protective cover off, and then we have this trim piece that's got like a rubber gasket here, and we'll put some clear silicone around here. And then the top has a, you can't really see it, but it has a set screw in there. So you'll slide this on, and then just take this small Allen key, tighten that set screw, and then we just have this little, can't really see it, but it's got the hot and the cold, the blue and the red, and we're just going to put that in. There we go, that's in. You can see it's the cold this way and the hot this way. So here I am just applying some construction adhesive on top of this little extra trim piece that I added so that the threshold was flush. So here I am just applying some pressure to make sure that it's firm and in place, and then I'm just moving it so it's exactly where I want it and lined up to the front, so I can put a trim piece on the very front. So we do have some of these trim pieces though, but we're waiting for that sill plate down there to dry. But basically these will go here, and then we have a trim piece that will go across there, and then a trim piece that will go down there as well. So we'll get those prepped, made. The trim pieces that go along here, the inside will be white, and then the outside will be the stain just like the rest of the pieces here. So that is the 2 trim pieces installed. This one was screwed in from the back side, but we have the front, so we just need the last piece up here and under here, as well as the ceiling as far as the trim for the bath shower. So I just need to make sure I put a line of the silicone on the inside, and then the same thing with this side here. Those 2 trim pieces are up, and then that last trim piece we'll need on the top. And the next step is we brought the shower door in, and we put a 1/8 inch piece of wood down there to prop it up. And then what we did was we marked kind of where the hinges would be on this wall so that we can add extra support back here for when we screw in those hinges. So we need to add support there, and then support piece down there. Here I am putting the door in for the first time, and this is kind of just measuring to see exactly where it's going to go and lining the screw holes up on the top to make sure that the door is 100% level and lined up exactly where I want it. After I measure it, I made sure that I drilled the holes or some pilot holes in there so that these very long anchor screws can go through. Here is one of the screws. They're about 4 inches long, and I have 4 of them on each one of the hinges. After those are up, I took the door and lined it up so that I could attach the door to the hinges themselves. Alright, so we put the 2 hinges on, one there, and then one at the bottom, and the door moves pretty nice. And what's good about the door is that it swings back to close, which is kind of what we want. I mean, obviously this door is a complete mess, but we're gonna clean that. And the next thing we need to do now is to add the glass piece that goes along here. So I'm gonna go grab that, and then we can start mounting that right there. So we screwed that rail in, and then the next thing we need to do is put that piece of glass in. All right, so we installed the piece of glass, but there's an issue. This doesn't line up here, but it lines up down there. And I remembered that from that corner to this corner, and that corner to this corner, it was off by like ½ an inch. So I need to take this rail out and just make some adjustments so that it's straight and level with the door. So I have those 2 hinges, and then I was able to line up the door completely all the way down so that it's completely flush. And then I did mount this piece into the marble base, or the threshold. I'm just gonna replace that screw with a nicer looking screw. And the last thing I need to do is kind of just fill these holes. These were the holes that were previously drilled into this from the last spot that it was installed, but I need to seal up all the gaps. Now that we're inside, I just need to seal up basically all of the edges and the corners with some silicone. I will use some clear, some white silicone in the corners here, white along these trim pieces, and then the rest in these gaps here, and this gap will all be clear silicone. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this shower area. Like I said, the last thing is just the ceiling, but that's gonna be one of the last pieces when I get some extra trim and I get the rest of the vinyl to wrap the ceiling panel. But other than that, the whole shower is kind of a wrap. I'm going to actually seal this once I have some other pieces in the bust that I want to seal, just so I can go through that entire tube of sealant and not have to close it back up and worry about it drying up on me. So I'm waiting for that for the shower, but the shower, as far as the install and screwing it in, the hardware is all 100% complete. But I'm happy that this project is done, and we can move on to the next project, which is finishing up the electrical installation underneath the bed slash couch in the front. So we'll focus on that next week, and yeah, that's where we're at. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video.